So lately, there's been this drama on Twitter and YouTube about this certain type of person, uh, a stan, and this type of culture that they have. It's a really toxic culture, as a lot of people say. Well, there's this prominent YouTuber by the name of It's Josh. You might know him from Call Me Carson's streams and videos. But he recently, well, he tweeted about this some time ago, like a few weeks, and it got a lot of backlash from well, Dream fans. Even though it wasn't really targeted towards Dream, I thought that was weird. Dream himself responded, but let's go over the tweet here. If you are a stan, a part of a TWT group, or participate in any activities associated with the culture, please unfollow. I cannot tolerate it any longer and wish to have nothing to do with it. I don't care if it has to do with me or somebody else. The culture is toxic. All right, okay. I mean, that's yeah. I mean, you can say whatever you want. You have your opinion. But Dream responded with "You're an idiot," and that's kind of weird. And I don't really understand that because Dream himself has said he's gotten a lot more hate from Dream haters and not Dream stans. And well, no shit, because they're your stands, but whatever. And I don't know. Josh came back with a comment that I thought was really cool. He was essentially just saying that Dream was immature and he doesn't really seem to take care about the situation. Uh, Honestly, Dream, like, what are you saying? What are you saying? That was just weird and uncalled for, and that was just childish, really. But I honestly agree with Josh here about stan culture because, well, let's look at the definition of stan, right? Just so we're on the same page here. A stan is an overzealous or obsessive fan of a particular celebrity. Okay, well, I don't know if I would say Dream is a celebrity in the traditional sense, but yeah, he's definitely popular. Let's say he is a celebrity. Okay, okay. Well, a lot of his fans are really they're kind of an enigma because they just exhibit this really toxic behavior. Like there's this one tweet that says, "Honestly, if you're hating on Dream for just existing, I think you must just be like racist or something. Like how dumb can a person be, lol?" That's odd. That really doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, if that's not enough for you, I have a personal experience that really won't push the ball any further, but at least it will for me. I'm in a Discord server, right? And the mere mention of Dream, like you may think, well, that's an exaggeration. No, really. I literally just said, "What are your thoughts on Dream?" I was asking a specific person, and I got muted. I've had some friends in the same server talk about Dream in the world record fiasco, and they got banned or just muted. And honestly, I don't understand. How can people be so upset by the mention of someone in a less than stellar light? Like, oh well, you don't like this person that I like? Man, I better mute you. I better just call you racist. Yeah, I guess you're messed up or something. Like, no, that's not how you get things solved. That's not how you progress in a society, really. I mean, you can, but it's not good progression. Either that or it's just slow progression. Like, if you don't agree with something, you can have a discussion and you can come out better. You can see why they think that, right? They don't even want to talk about it. They just want to censor. And to me, that's, I've already said, stupid. I don't approve of censorship, and I really wish more people wouldn't. That's not the society we live in, really. Anyway, there's a lot of people, not just Dream fans, but just people in general that will become really obsessed about certain individuals on YouTube, Twitter, uh, whatever other platform on TikTok, whatever you want to say, actors and all that. I mean, this shit's been around a while, the idea of a stan, but man, it just seems like recently it's gotten really blown up, and honestly, it's just because it's on the internet. It's really easy to go ahead and turn on your phone, computer, tablet, whatever. I think it's okay to say things like just about pretty much anything. That is protected under the First Amendment. If it's a direct incitement of violence, that is not protected under the First Amendment, and I do not support that. However, just because you don't like something does not mean that it isn't protected under the First Amendment, unless it is really not protected under the First Amendment. If someone is just saying, I don't like Dream, or I think Dream faked a speedrun, okay, that's completely, that's a valid opinion, right? Well, apparently not for some individuals. They think that you should just be shut down and that there's no room for discussion. And I don't know, it baffles me. Stan culture. I agree with I agree wholeheartedly with Josh. I think it really is just toxic. And a lot of people have brought up the point that, well, not all this not every stan is toxic. Okay, well, you can be a big fan of someone. The idea of stan and stan culture, though, stems from being obsessive, and stan used to mean stalker fan. I don't see why that would be okay. I mean, you can support whoever you want. Be big fans. Support whoever you want, right? If it gets to the point where you are constantly thinking about them, talking about them, just obsessing about them every way. Can't stand to hear anything that goes against what you think about someone. Then it's a problem. Then it really just becomes toxic. And when you have the power to just shut people down that you don't want to listen to just because they don't agree with your idea of, uh, say Dream, then that's a problem. I mean, you may be thinking, well, why did you make this video then, if it's alright to have that opinion? Well, you know, again, violate free speech, that's an issue. When you make outrageous comments with an attempt to slander people, like, calling people racist, you know, dumb shit like that, that's when it goes too far. Really. Like, you can call people racist, I guess that's protected under the First Amendment, but don't expect to not have any consequences from that because that's slanderous and no one wants to be called racist because that's horrible. That's horrible. Really. My point is, since this drama exploded, a lot of I mean, I say stands a lot. I say stands. I don't like stands, really. I've already said that. I don't support stan culture. It just seems like in an attempt to not look like a stan or to disprove someone saying I think stan culture is toxic because, XY, they use, I don't know, they use 1 and 2. Like, they're not the same. They use really obscure reasons, like calling people racist. They must be racist. Or, like, they have no idea what they're talking about. Or they're really sarcastic about it. And, I don't know. My thoughts on it have already been said. I don't. Stan culture is just kind of weird. I don't see why anybody would want to be a stan. Be a big fan by all means. This video is not dream hate. I want to make that clear. It's just a good example for what I'm talking about, and it's the best example of what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for right now. If you enjoyed, cool. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.